you saw a little something that sounded kind of crazy, but that's the beauty of life. So once again, I'm going to restart. My name is Joe Chianakas. This is episode 2 of All in the Reflexes. All in the Reflexes is designed to be a live talk show. Today I'm really excited to bring on a special guest here. But we'll get to that in a second. What I want to do is start with this first episode. On my YouTube channel, so wherever you're watching now, hopefully then you can get that as well live. But we're hoping everything will work out better this time. I appreciate you giving us a second chance. So we're going live really soon with 3 special guests. But let me talk to you about why I've invited them on the show. So we're talking to some people who I think represent everything that is beautiful about energy and ambition and excitement and motivation. And you know, our guests tonight are I want to bring on adjust my camera a little bit too. So we got yeah, we had some audio issues the first time around, and then I messed with the camera a little bit, and it turns out that it's being a little stubborn too. But we'll make this work. So you guys seem smaller than last time. What happened there too? Oh my goodness! All right,
we had short.
All right. So anyway, bear with us as we go through these beautiful live technicalities. That would. There we go. Okay. Look good?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, man. So I love doing this live stuff. So a little quick introduction about me. My name is Joe Chianakas. I'm a professor of communication, although hopefully they don't take that title away from me after tonight. We had some audio hiccups here, but we're going to restart and get going and still go live, and I'm just going to change some things up as we go. First of all, we got some awesome prizes to give away, all right? And I want to make sure that you get a chance to win. We would love for you to comment on the live stream during the show, and here's the question. The question is, what's their favorite band? All 3 share one band in common that they absolutely love. If you take a guess, you're automatically entered into the drawing. We'll tell you the results later on. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for putting up with my technical difficulties on my end. So we'll just, but you know, people watching this down the road won't even know because they'll be watching later. So I shouldn't have said anything. Probably that's the lesson learned. But anyway, let's restart. So tell us a little about yourself. You know, your age, where you're from. Just a little quick background. Logan, let's start with you. Tell us about yourself.
My name is Logan Keysweater. I am the drummer of Terribly Happy. I'm 22 years old. I originally was from Germantown Hills, Illinois, and now I live in Washington, Illinois, with these 2 beautiful people who I love so very much.
I'm James Wiley. I grew up in Colorado, Inglewood, Colorado, until I was around 10. Moved to Peoria. Now I live in Washington with these 2 somewhat beautiful men.
Somewhat.
He really thinks we're beautiful, I promise.
And I'm 21. I'm the bassist, half vocalist for Terribly Happy. That's me.
That's you. Hi, I'm Kyle. I'm 22, and I'm the guitarist and other half vocalist with James. And, well, Logan.
Are you the other half vocalist?
Are you the other half vocalist?
I am the other half vocalist.
He's the third half vocalist.
Okay, he's the third half vocalist, so.
I can't sing the
Starting now.
Starting now. I now do vocals in this band too, guys.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Well, again, welcome. So the show is called All in the Reflexes. We're a live talk show trying to focus on some really cool people. I met these guys. I published a book called Rabbit in Red, and they put together just an absolutely amazing song. I want to tell you a little bit about that later. Yes, thank you. Product placement and all of that, right? So it's really awesome. But if you're watching this live, give us a comment. Let's make sure our audio is working. We'd love to hear from you and say, hey, I can hear you. You look great. By the way, you can ask a question anytime you want during the show about these guys, or just give a shout out and say, hey, whatever. But the question of the day is, what's the favorite band of Terribly Happy? And it's a band that you should know. It's nothing too that they wouldn't. You should have heard of it, of course. I would think. So anyway, what I want to do is we want to talk a little bit about how Terribly Happy came about. So tell us, let's start with like how long you've been together. Well, when did the band get started?
As the three of us, we've been going on for about a year. It originally started around 2011, 2012 with Kyle and I. We met through a mutual friend of ours who wanted to do a band, but that fell through. That project fell through. So Kyle and I stayed in touch, did like a lot of like acoustic things.
Non-acoustic, yeah.
A lot of acoustic things.
And we've had some, other guitarists and stuff, and maybe like a couple drummers. We tried some stuff out, and just stayed acoustic for a while. And then I met Logan at ICC here and in the graphic design department. He really liked our acoustic music and
Loved it. Oh my goodness. I was in another band at the time. And I don't know if this guy's watching it, but I gotta say it anyways. as soon as I heard their acoustic music, I was like, oh man, I'm in the wrong band. Because their acoustic music blew me away and really made me want to join.
about that.
It did.
And you guys did we got an awesome talent show at Illinois Central College. It's what I can't remember exactly the name off the top of my head, but you guys did that in the spring, right? ICC's Got Talent.
Yeah.
So did the three of you? Was that the three of you at the time?
There was four of us.
There were four of us
at that point. Our friend Austin.
Oh, yeah.
At that time.
So I mean, and I came across you. I think I saw some awesome pictures on Facebook. I walked by, sounded good, and I had Logan. When did you graduate Metamora High
I
School?
think 2011, I want to say.
2011, and I was at Metamora High School up until 2010. So I must have had you like as freshman or sophomore. We did some karate classes. Maybe later on we'll bust. Hey, look at this.
Wait, can I break a board?
Should we break a board?
Do you want people? I need you to comment. Do you want Logan Keyswatter to break a board?
You gotta let us know. Get on there and say break the board. If you don't, we're gonna be really sad. Plus, if you're just joining us, we had started the show and evidently had some technical issues. So we're restarting, morale boost. Tell us to break some wood. We'd love for you to get on there and tell us that. So,
I do. I will make these into drumsticks. Wait.
That would be perfect. I see something. All right, well, I'll take a stab. Based on their album cover, is their favorite band by chance Hello, Goodbye?
Yeah.
Alexis, thanks for watching. Alexis is awesome. Yeah. Alexis is a former student of mine. Fantastic. So a big shout out to you. Thank you for watching.
What's up, Alex?
We're not going to tell you yet, so
Alexis.
I don't think we can't say. Just keep guessing, playing along.
Keep guessing.
All right, I love it. But I'm glad you can hear us and it's out there. So yeah, if you want Logan to break a board, make sure you say something here. So you guys have got to have a lot of great days playing a band. Tell me about some of your favorite shows that you've done.
Oh man, James,
a lot of my favorite shows are the house shows we do. Like we had been doing a lot of house shows like in the Bradley area, like on Fredonia Street. That's probably my favorite one. Like that was the first one where people really got into what we were doing, like playing. Like
right.
They were like going pretty crazy. Like we played a cover, and that's when everybody started like really going crazy and moshing and stuff. And we really hadn't had that yet before, so it was really cool.
I think that's like the rock star dream, isn't it? You're up on stage and suddenly everyone's screaming right along with you, and I mean that's the appeal of being in a band and playing live. Like I mean that you can't beat live music, compared to anything else. So that's just the energy that you get.
Some of my favorite shows too, whenever we play, I love playing in Peoria. The Peoria music scene is beautiful, full of amazing people. There are a ton of amazing bands, but one of my favorite shows was when we played in Springfield with our friends in Fill in the Blank and Sammy and the Pump. We played at a place called the Black Sheep Cafe, and it's not a cafe. It's very cool, like graffiti all over the walls. And we played a show there, and the crowd response we got was probably one of the most phenomenal crowd responses we've ever gotten. Because we're pop punk, so we play fast, loud music, and people were just getting into it, and they were having it was just best crowd reaction ever. It was like so fulfilling to see people going as nuts as they were. So
that's really awesome. That sounds incredible. Mm-hmm. Now you've got a lot of music out there actually, and terriblyhappy.bandcamp.com is the name of the website to go to hear some of the music, and you're going to get to hear some later on. So I know you're working on a new album. We're going to talk about that eventually, but before we get to the new stuff, so you've got Slightly Dead out there. What and you did a lot of stuff early on. Like what's a song that I think I guess the question I want to ask, what's a song that you've already created, off of earlier work or Slightly Dead that you think this will be one that we'll always play? What's a Terribly Happy staple that you've like always got to play?
My favorite is off of something Kyle and I did when we were acoustic off Life's Tough, Get a Helmet. It's called Make You Mine. It's a lot different on there than what we do now. Like then it was just like a lot slower and acoustic-y, but now like that we have Logan, we made it like a full band thing. It's super fun to play. It's my favorite. It's very like kind of like doo-woppy. There's like one part in it that's very like 50s doo-woppy kind of thing.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out. I'm going to switch some scenes up. You'll see some different images on here. And I want to shout out to their Facebook page, facebook.com/terriblyhappy. If you're watching the show, give them a like on Facebook as well if you haven't. I want to make sure that you get to see their updates and hear some of these songs, and you'll get everything on the Facebook page here first. So hopefully you definitely check that out.
Do you have more comments?
Valerie Tipton has guessed Blink 182. Do you know Valerie?
I do. Valerie's my coworker. Hi,
So,
Val.
so Valerie might have some inside knowledge, but we're not gonna give that away just yet. Amy says you're looking good.
That's my aunt.
Oh,
Hi,
thank you,
Amy.
Amy. We appreciate you guys
Hi,
commenting
Hi, Amy.
and saying hello and getting on.
Yeah.
So really appreciate the shout outs here. Tell us. So you moved in together. You got a Terribly Happy home for since December 1st. Now, does that make it easier to practice and get together, or like what's been the biggest perk about like living together as a band?
Definitely being able to practice whenever.
Yeah.
We have like a pretty good sized basement where we have all our equipment, and like we can just whenever.
So you can be as loud as you want.
Oh yeah.
Neighbors don't care.
To
We
some
haven't got
people.
any complaints yet, but
That's
we're planning on like soundproofing it, so
Yep,
we don't
definitely.
have.
Do they know? Have you like knocked on doors or anything and been like, hey, we play really loud music?
We were gonna do that.
We were, but didn't
Nobody complained.
Maybe they're like 90 and they can't hear.
Yeah.
That's probably
I
good.
think they know that we play because they've seen us move music equipment in and out of the house before
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But I think they're okay with it for the most part for now.
So what's been the biggest challenge living together then? I mean, it's a lot of fun. I think when you get together and as friends and especially as bandmates, have there been any challenges? Has there been anything that's hard getting used to one another?
I think it's like not really. I mean, we as far as living together, nothing major because nothing's coming to mind. I mean, we're all kind of like figuring out like all the bills, all the expenses and everything. We're just kind of like figuring that out together.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
so it's working out for the most part, and I don't have any issues.
Yeah, there's a lot of togetherness. I guess the main thing with it is, and this is something I've said before, is like as far as us working together as a band, as friends and as roommates, the three of us have a really solid chemistry together. We have a great musical chemistry together. We can it just flows when we play, and I think that really comes from the chemistry we have together as friends. Because we kind of had a motto that we had at the beginning, we still kind of have that up to now, where we're friends first and bandmates second. And when you have that mentality where you're close friends, that just flows into working together and making music together. Because not only are you guys getting along and you have the talents to be able to work together and create that thing together, but you also, we're also having the time of our lives when we do it. We're having so much fun. So
That's awesome. For those of you just tuning in, I guess watching, this is All in the Reflexes. My name is Joe Chianakas. This is Terribly Happy, a pop punk band out of Peoria, Illinois that we're interviewing tonight. We appreciate you joining. Contest is still open. Anybody who takes a guess is entered into the contest. So the contest question is, all three have a favorite band that they share in common. If you make a guess and you get it right, you're going to be entered into or have a chance to win a prize. So we want to hear some of your music, of course. I think that's the next biggest thing. So I'm going to give this a shot.
Okay.
We're going to try to listen to a song online. If it doesn't work, then we're going to come right back. We're going to hear from them live one way or the other. So bear with me here as I go on. And again, I want you to hopefully make a comment. So I'm going to, here's the plug for the website again too, terriblyhappy.bandcamp.com. Their most recent album is called Slightly Dead, and we're going to play the song, the self-titled, the same song. It's called Slightly Dead, off of that album. So let's take a look at this, and I'm going to hit play You guys, if you're listening, let me know. Can you hear this? It should be playing now. It probably sounds weird. I'm talking over it, so not that the song sounds weird. So anyway.
I know you're the static spark I needed to wake up. You're special, not decomposed, feeling so turned on. Well, I dropped another class today. When I dreamt that I could get away, I guess I'll dream this life away. You'll go far. I needed someone to let go. Tired of someone else fighting for. I didn't go, but I could be you. Your parasites are my hopes fighting for. It's all my fault, I know. So slightly dead outside, and I turned from your life so simplified. I never knew a destiny was so perfectly far from God. Your best friends in another open grave, far from the one you darkest to. I'll trade my wounds for your regrets. And if I don't care, then you don't get it. Scott got drunk, it's a wasted plan. And if you don't mind, then I'll take that perfection and plant it under your basement. Someone to let go. Tired of someone else fighting for. I didn't go, but I could be you. Your parasites are my hopes fighting for. It's all my fault. So slightly dead outside. I needed someone to let go. Tired of someone else fighting for. I didn't go, but I could be you. Your parasites are my hopes fighting for. It's all my fault, I know. Tired of someone else fighting for. I didn't go, but I could be you. Your parasites are my hopes fighting for. It's all my fault, I know.
Okay, we're coming back on. Thank you very much for listening. I think that worked out okay. That was our first time trying to play a song during the live stream. We wanted to make sure, of course, that the audio didn't mess up. So, guys, that's a song called Slightly Dead, off of their most recent album, also titled Slightly Dead, which you can hear. There's some great tracks on there. I definitely encourage you to check it out, and that's on terriblyhappy.bandcamp.com. You can see that's what it looks like here in the background. So I'm going to jump ahead here, and I want you to tell me a little bit about Slightly Dead. So tell us what is it about that song that, or tell us how you came about. Where's the idea for the song, the lyrics. Why is it called Slightly Dead? It's got like a couple of meanings, I think, in there. So tell me about it.
Oh, that's right. I wrote it. No, that song, I don't know. It was we had the idea of doing, early on we had the idea of doing like almost a full length Halloween type release, and so we already had the other 2 songs on the release, Mummies and Regretful Sophomores and Feeling Like a Ghost. Those we already had written and everything. We had to come up with a new song. We decided to do just a 3-song release. Just instead of doing singles or instead of doing the full EP. And so when I was writing that one, it was kind of just like going for some just kind of just more of a serious. The other ones kind of have a different, I don't know. The other ones are kind of serious, but to me, I don't know. I just wanted to throw in that imagery, that Slightly Dead, there's best friends in another open grave, all sorts of, I don't know, imagery in the lyrics. And so I just kind of wove it in, some of the same stuff that might be going through life and stuff.
So what's the process? Do you write the lyrics first and then the music, or do you do?
It really depends. For me, there's a lot of will write lyrics as I'm composing.
Yeah.
Like the basis for the basic part of the song. James a lot of times will write and then we'll work around it. So for this one, I wrote this song, and so as it was being composed,
That's awesome.
As far as the drums go too, once they show me a guitar part, I actually kind of do something weird. I'll build the drums playing along with the guitar and bass, but a lot of the things I do on drums actually follow along with the vocals a lot.
Okay.
Which some drummers do that, some drummers don't. The reason I do that is to try to accent and highlight key points in the song and try to build them up or make them a little crazier when things are supposed to get crazy, a little more subdued when things are supposed to be kind of chill. But
Sure.
just that's kind of the process.
That's awesome. So are most of your songs, would you say, have personal meaning then, or do you put like fiction into any of them?
A lot of them, it always at least stem from something. Personal. And we always try to I think, have something that makes it different. If it's if there's one thing that's bugging us and we write several songs that come off of it, we're definitely going for something different in each song, different in tone. We'll change what words we use and stuff like that. And so there's always some way we can try to change up. But I think a lot of it is at least stem from personal. There's stuff made up.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, again, we want to encourage you to comment. So we've got a few people who've entered the very first part of the contest, which is to guess what their favorite band is. We haven't said it. Some of you guys seem to be hinting that you know it. But I'm going to throw out a second question. Let's do a second question out there. I got a little game for them later on. And so place your bets. The game I'm going to give them is a fill-in-the-blank lyric challenge. We're going to see which one out of the 3 is the best. So you make a comment for either Logan, James, or Kyle, and let us know who you think will win. We'll get the most lyrics right. We're going to play that here in just a couple of seconds here. So I want to ask you about what's next. Do you want to play the song first, or do you want to jump in and talk to us a little about what you're doing first?
What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, we'll
Let's
talk about it. Just give
all right.
some.
Yeah, so let's talk. So you're working on a new album, and we want to hear about how that's going. Because I know you've been putting a lot of time into. We're talking fully legit production, quality, studio time. So tell us about the project. Tell us what you've been doing. That kind of thing.
Well, this is the first full-length release. It was a pretty lengthy EP. Was our first thing, and it's 7 songs, which is a pretty good amount for an EP. But this is going to be 13.
Wow.
13 songs.
Yeah, that's a lot.
13 songs.
And they were songs that we kind of, for the most part, I think we composed and wrote just over this last fall and winter. We were just experimenting with sound, different types of sound. We wanted to build and be more unique and figure out with our instruments what influences can work. And so around November, December, we feel like this is a next step. What we have recorded for this is the next step in our own sound.
It's a definite evolution.
That's fantastic.
A lot of things things. I mean, you can when you listen to it, you know it's us. You know it's Terribly Happy.
Yeah.
But there's a definite evolution. There's a definite growth.
Kyle's
in
got a
sound,
vote.
a definite growth in sound. You vote for me. No, I'm just kidding.
We need some others. Lyric contest is coming, so Kyle's got one vote.
Can I just win already? Like,
Yeah, you know, so Kyle, James, Logan, that's who you're voting for. Give us a comment and let us know what you think.
But yeah, like it's really exciting. We feel like this next set of songs are the best songs we've made yet. A lot of crazy energy, a lot of speed, a lot of just we're hoping to just kind of hit the ground running with it and see what we can do with it. You know, just spread out and show people what we've made.
That's awesome.
We're taking some like different influences
Yeah.
too on this one. We're taking a big influence for this album is the J-rock genre, which is like Japanese rock
Okay.
music.
Yep.
Like we're all big fans of that stuff, so we're trying to take a lot of influence.
I've always tried to follow that because it's like J-rock, K-pop.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's all sorts.
So does Japanese have a pop too, or is it?
J-pop.
Oh yeah.
So it's J-pop.
K-pop.
So does K have a rock?
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
I haven't really listened to it. But
K is big on pop though.
yeah.
I only know like Gangnam Style, so I don't know if what that counts as. That sounds awesome. When do you have a release date?
Not a specific date. We're getting there. It's definitely going to be probably mid-March, early to mid.
Do you wanna
Sure.
Tell them about the single.
Oh yeah. We're going to be releasing a single from that album on Valentine's Day on our Bandcamp. The song's called Oolong. It's going to be one that we're going to be playing.
Because we love
great.
you.
Yay! So Valentine's Day, you get to hear a song from the new album on the Bandcamp site. So make sure you remember that site, but follow along on their Facebook page too. Don't forget facebook.com/terriblyhappy. Give them a like, and I'm sure it'll be posted on there so you can follow up. So, let's hear it. I'm going to move out of the way to give you guys a little bit more room. But what we're going to hear is an acoustic version of the first release from the new album. What's the title of the new album?
Oolong.
Oolong.
Modern Life.
Modern Life is the title of the album, and Oolong is the title of our song. All right.
I
So
might sit where you're sitting.
yeah.
So
We're
I
gonna
can
shuffle
hit the
around a
desk.
little bit, and
We're going to hit the desk.
Yeah.
That might be a bad idea.
Hit
All
your
right.
legs, dude. Logan, hit your legs.
Hit your legs.
Do I hit my leg?
Yeah.
It might be too loud.
Can I be cheesy for a second? Shout out to my girlfriend Cassidy. Love you.
Well, now I have to shout out Kylie.
Well-
Shout out to my mom, Cheryl.
Yeah, Kyle's mom, Cheryl, dude.
Cheryl!
Cheryl, making us food. You're the best.
so right now we got a vote for Kyle in the lyric challenge. Amy just gave you a vote, Logan. James.
Don't let us down. I'm sorry if I let you down, Amy.
Right now I'm rooting for James.
Man,
I
I
say
would
it.
root for James.
Yeah,
That's all
I got to.
I'm
All right.
rooting for James.
Shall we?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it. I'll be quiet and get out of the way.
Alright, this is called Oolong.
I guess the timing is always what's wrong. So I'm taking the sun and I'm changing me up. I'm dying forever to drink all the tea. Control me, it's time to work it out. Well, I'm sorry things get weird. I'm sorry things get weird. Trying to get myself together down by next year. Bad things, bad thoughts, goddamn. Fake friends, fake lies, changes. This time for good, maybe so next time I'll know just what was meant. We're innocent. I always run to the shower, cleanse myself for hours when things get bad. Get write songs in my head. Got the inside, you can't remember what you let it come by. It's a good friend right again. A business God, cause I can only watch myself for many times at work. You let me get to the rich, what was there to know? So sorry things happen. Sorry things happen. Such a politics, never like to kill. Got a guy catch again. Bad things, bad thoughts. Goddamn, fake friends, fake lies, changes. Time for good, maybe so next time. Just what was meant, we were innocent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.
I hope you liked it. If not, you didn't like it.
If not, the regular song would be better.
No, that was awesome, you guys. It worked. It worked. I know you blended well together. You worked well together. You complement one another. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So that's Oolong.
Thank you.
What's the name mean?
Well, there's basically in the album we have subtle like references to 90s anime,
Yeah.
anime cartoons. So there's a double meaning there. I have a line in there. I'll diet forever and drink all the tea you can throw at me. So the Oolong tea. There's also a character in one of the cartoons named Oolong.
Nice.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
Little pig.
And the name of the album again?
Modern
Modern
Life.
Life.
Modern Life. So
Terribly Happy's Modern Life.
Modern Life. So coming out, aiming for probably mid-March, but check out the release of this song. You'll get the be able to download it off of their Bandcamp site. That's terriblyhappy.bandcamp.com. Guys, I'm really happy you're here today. It sounded great. It's awesome. It's wonderful that you're here. You know, I mean, part of the reason why I want to do the show is just give a shout out to energetic, awesome people doing great things, and hopefully 1,000 more people will see this and learn about you, because it's just awesome, and that's what you want. So I hope that works out. But we're going to shift gears a little bit and mix it up, because that's the way that we do it. So we're still looking for some comments here before we get to the game. So don't forget, we're going to do a lyric game here in a moment. Whoever guesses the winner correctly wins a special prize. We're going to tell you about that here at the end of the show. So you can vote for Logan, James, or Kyle. If multiple people pick the correct winner, then we'll do a little drawing based upon that, okay? So let's talk a little pop culture stuff before we get into the game, so we'll give people a little chance to get on there and comment. Tell us about, how do you view modern music? Like music today on the radio, do you have, well, let's start with that. Well, how do you view like music on the radio, and what are your favorite bands out there right now? Not the winner favorite band, but like who's out there, right? We won't say it just yet, but who's out there, like what inspires you, and what makes you mad? You know, that type of stuff too. Because I don't know, like I feel when I write, not that by any means I'm like, Ernest Hemingway or something, but sometimes I'll see, oh man, you should see the erotica titles. All right, and I just tell you that this is probably borderline inappropriate, but no, I can't say the name. But let's just say that there are titles out there that would just like people buy this and read this. It's just it's like trash, and it makes me mad, So especially when you're trying to put your heart and soul into something, it's just fun. So who do you love, and what makes you mad?
Me and James always have had this thing with modern music that we've always made sure, for the most part, stayed out of our sound, and that is unfortunately what a lot of the popular radio hits have, is just this sort of everything's everything's
it's a lot of like dubsteppy stuff nowadays,
some
which isn't bad, but it's not really a radio thing.
There's a lot of it too that's kind
opinion.
of like there's some cookie cutter stuff. Like you'll hear stuff on the radio and it's like that. Like, I love hip hop, but I'll get on the radio and you'll listen to stuff and be like, that exact same like track is used in this song and this song, or it's tweaked a little bit, but there's a lot of cookie cutter stuff. And being unique is something that's very important to us, and it's something that we also find like out in the music scene, the pure music scene. Like I said, there's some amazing bands out there that have incredibly unique songs that are so talented, and it's like that's something we strive to do as well.
Is there an artist on the radio that you do like?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's not that I can actually think off the top of my head.
Yeah, we don't. I mean,
there's definitely some songs out there that I like.
And one thing to note too is that one thing that kind of bothers us is our genre of music, pop punk. Had its like super popular era, back in the early 2000s, And one thing that gets to us too sometimes is like when that pop punk got super poppy. It just ruined like kind of the name. Like we kind of go for more of a, I don't know, a little more instrument than just straight pop.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
Like we lean more towards the punk. We definitely have like our pop like roots and stuff in there too, but like we definitely strive to be more on the punk side of the pop.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the question is, and this is where we at least want to give away like one winner, I guess. But the big question, of course, is the favorite all-time band is.
Blink 182.
Alright.
Yeah.
What is it about Blink 182 then? So tell us why you look up to them.
Because they're like the perfect mix of pop punk. They have a lot of pop like melodies and stuff that like a lot of people like don't like them because they're too poppy, but like they say like, oh, they're kind of like just like a boy band like NSYNC back in the day or something. But they also have like a lot of punk influences too.
And there's a lot of things that when we play live, we love to just have fun.
Yeah.
Doing
Which was
and
their forte. That was one of the things that they were best known for is just
not
making
taking a
like
lot super seriously.
like just making a lot of like inappropriate jokes on stage.
Just having fun. Yeah, that's what it's
Sure.
about.
Yeah.
I mean, and just to like, that's exactly why I love Blink as well. It's like, I don't know. I've never had one band that I can just listen to over and over again and not get tired of their music. And Blink 182 is that for me. I just connect with their music and connect with their personalities. Like Mark, it's no longer Tom, but Matt Skiba. We'll see how that turns out. But like the original trio, Mark, Tom, and Travis, like, well, not the original trio. Yeah, Travis came later, but Mark, Tom, and Travis, like, they just, I don't know, just some of the friendship.
Like they had that thing where like you could just tell like they were all just best friends playing music and doing what they loved. So like that's definitely what drew me into that.
Sure.
So that's basically what we're trying to do. So
You want to know like my most I don't know about most embarrassing, but kind of a weird high school stories. Seeing that he went to Metamore High. I still even remember the student. I won't shout out his name, but he gave me his iPod one day during class, and this is like I don't know. I think he must have been like a freshman or something. He's like, Mr. Chianakas, you got to hear this song. I put in, so I listened to it. Thankfully, it wasn't out loud for everyone else to hear. It was a Blink 182 song, and it had to do with the dog. And a pirate eventually at the end. That's definitely a classic song that I've never been able to forget. But that just seems like an example of you can do real quality, fun stuff, and then just have a good time and not care. And that's a beautiful thing. So we're gonna play a couple games. We want to have a little fun in here too. And again, we're looking to see. I'm going to do the lyric contest here in a second. So if you have a guess as to who you think is going to win, give us a comment, and we'll. So again, your choices are Logan, Kyle, or James. The three members here are terribly happy. Just all you got to do is comment one of the names. And I know that some of you have been messaging and saying, "Hey, I'm watching, but I don't know how to comment." I think you've got to go into the YouTube app itself, and we'll get better at figuring that out as we go. So
I think they have to sign into their own profile.
yeah, so you got to make sure you're signed in to be able to comment. So make sure you've signed into that. So the first game, so all of the Reflexes. This is the second episode I've done, and again, if you're just watching or you're like, what is this all about? The main idea was again, all the Reflexes is first you kind of a back and forth, type of thing. It also comes from one of my favorite movies, which Logan knew at least. I don't know about all three of you guys. Do all three of you? You know where it comes from? They got it right. Okay, good.
Sure.
I asked a class today if they had seen it because I was talking about this in one of my classes. An entire class looked at me like, no idea.
So
how can you not?
I have to shout out to my mom and dad, Dan and Carla, for showing me that movie, and Dad for always quoting the line that the show is named after. I love you guys.
Yeah. So there's a scene where the knife is thrown in his head. He catches it. He throws it back. It's all in the Reflexes. All right. I love it. But anyway, so the whole purpose is obviously to shine a spotlight on people doing really cool things, and I hope that you'll take some time to give Terribly Happy a like and some love. Check out the Bandcamp. Be excited about new stuff coming up. And you never know where things might go down the road, and that's the real exciting thing when you're watching real energetic, talented individuals pursuing their dreams. But in addition to those types of talks and things, I just want to be silly at times too and have a little bit of fun. So we're going to do a couple of games. Before we get to the lyric game, which again you can make a comment on if you want, we're going to do something that I stole from Whose Line Is It Anyway? And so they don't know what's on these. And what we're going to do is originally I was hoping to have another guest who would be kind of our contestant, and we were going to pick like the dating game from Whose Line Is It Anyway, and each one of them would get a quirk, right? And so someone goes out in the hall, comes in, and has to guess who they are. So we're gonna make it work with the number that we have here, and just go with it. But so the idea would be I'm going to ask some questions. Dating related, like what would we do on our first date, and if they happen to have drawn Arnold Schwarzenegger, they'd have to answer and pretend to be Arnold. So we'll see how this happens. I want to give each one a chance to be the contestant. So who wants to be the guesser? The guest contestant is the guesser. So the guesser's got to go on the hall for a moment.
I'll do it.
All right, or at least yes. Okay, so pick one and show it to me. Let's make sure that it might.
Oh my.
You got it. All right. Well, you know what one of those is. I'm gonna give you.
I like that one.
Do you want to just
You don't get it. You don't get to see it.
here? I'm gonna give you. It'll make sense later on. Okay. Actually, so it's this, but it's.
So out of the loop.
All right. I'll just change that to. How about
Oh.
that? Does that work for you?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Oh,
And
dude,
let's.
you got it so good.
All right. So
So
you got
good.
that. That you can do that, right?
Maybe.
Sure. Okay, so we'll show you there. Can you read this? Probably not. I'll get it really close. Can you see that? All right, so James picked that. Kyle picked that. I can't say it out loud because I don't want Logan to hear, right? All right, Logan, come on in. So maybe you can have a seat in that chair, I suppose. I'm actually going to step out of the way for a moment because I want you guys to be able to use some body language and whatnot. Yeah, sure. So I'm your host, no longer of All in the Reflexes, but of an interesting and perhaps awkward Whose Line Is It Anyway version of the dating game. So Logan is the contestant, and we're trying to identify these young bachelors and get to know who they are. And so they each have their identity, and I'm going to ask a couple of questions. So let's say that it is Logan's birthday. What would you do to celebrate his birthday?
Give him dead babies.
All right. Well, that sounds appealing. I definitely would put that at the top of your list. I like that a lot. All right. Number 2 over here. What's the ideal birthday celebration?
All right, bro. Well, we're gonna. Oh, I'm super stoked for this. We're gonna go out to Bloomington. There's a really awesome sushi place. They play kung fu movies. It's super awesome. It's such a good time, bro. I love you.
that sounds fun. I think that you might like that. I'm just having an instinct that you might like that. I'm not really 100% sure. We're gonna ask another question though, of course.
Okay.
All right. So out of all, you said kung fu movies. So I'm gonna kind of play off of that. It's Logan's night to pick any movie he wants to watch, any series of movies, and you got to help decide what movies would you recommend that you watch on a great big movie night. What movies would you watch?
You go first.
I'm having a hard time, dude. Sometimes with Alien 1 or Aliens, which is Alien 2. I think I'm gonna have to go with Alien 1 because Alien 1, that was the first time where they really had this space horror, and the first time you see that xenomorph, dude, I just got so stoked.
I like that description. That's very, very, very detailed. All right, I don't know. Number 1, you got some movies you might recommend?
We would watch Pick of Destiny. Tenacious D. Because I freaking hate Jack Black. And what's his face? They were so mean to me in that.
Beautiful. So, Logan, you get to take a guess now. What are their quirks?
He's Satan,
Yeah, definitely. Possessed by the Devil was the card that he drew.
and Kyle Hammond is Logan Keefer.
That is absolutely correct. That was beautiful.
That was
I don't even
very
hang out with it. I can picture that. That was very, very well done. All right, we're going to do 2 more quick rounds just for some fun. So one of you guys gets to be the contestant. All right.
Okay, so you already said you are Kyle.
Yeah, I got each of you in there. So if you get another, you can put it back because I don't want to give it away. But let's see if those work for you. Yeah, I like that. Can you do that?
Yeah.
All right. So Logan is. There's our word. Can you read that? Yeah, I think so. All right. And Kyle. Can you guys read that? Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right, James, come on in.
If Adam's watching, that sticky note isn't true.
All right, so welcome back. We got a second round going on.
Hello.
Very excited for this. So we're doing yet another round of the dating game. We have two contestants here. We're going to try to identify here for you. So the very first question that I'm going to ask is, tell us, your interests, the things that you enjoy doing the most. What is a fun day for you? Number one.
My favorite day is going out at night and defending my city. I
Sounds
like
fun.
driving my really fast car and fighting some crime.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to do that for a day out on town? That sounds wonderful. Number two.
Sound pretty rich.
All right. Well,
Alright.
number two seems to Number two. All right. Well, we're just gonna move on to our second question. I like that a lot. So we're talking music here, obviously tonight. We're terribly happy. So we want to know you've got a show, any concert in the world you can go to. What's the concert you're gonna take us to? Number one. Where are we going?
I don't go to the theater anymore. That's where my parents died.
Oh, that's very sad. I'm sorry to have brought up that memory.
Yes.
It's
You
too
got
That's
answer.
heavy.
It brings us down just a little bit. Number two, you got a favorite show you would you go to? Number two, I gotta sit in that chair tomorrow. This chair now has memories that I might never erase. All right, so James, I'm gonna let you take a guess here as to their identities.
All right, well, Logan is Batman. Kyle, I'm gonna say, is that one weird dinosaur from Jurassic Park that killed Newman.
That's
But-
you're really on the I mean
But I honestly, I don't know.
the teacher in me would accept that as an answer. That's pretty good. I like that.
Or like a lizard, I don't know.
Yeah, there you go, a lizard.
Just a lizard.
So we had Batman, we had a lizard. Very good. Want to do one more round? All right, let's do it. Last and final round before our lyric challenge.
I'll be lucky that James wasn't the lizard.
All right, so you guys might find again yourselves in here or something. So I wanted at least one like that one, so you can always do a different one if you want. Does that work for you?
Yep.
Okay. Does that work for you?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Good deal. So we want to have some fun. So we've got Logan is all right, and James is. You guys got that? Am I going too fast? It's fine, right? You can read that just fine, I'm sure. No problem. All right. Kyle, come on in. Thank you guys, by the way, for being such good sports here. I said I wanted to do something kind of silly and memorable, so we're not just talking the whole time, but creating some interesting memories. So we got one more round of our Whose Line Is It Anyway dating quirks, and our question is, so it's your 1 year anniversary. What would you guys do?
Well, for our 1 year anniversary, I'd probably take you in a car, and we drive really, really, really far away where no one could hear us or see us or hear you. And it's really sharp. Like that. And it would be really fun time. Rope might be involved. I mean, it'd just be a fun time.
So rope tying up car sounds like a pretty exciting night. All right, number two.
We can go wherever you want. We can go to the park. I like the park.
I'm hoping that this will be recorded and available online for all of time. So I love it very much. Let's do one more question. All right. So I've had let's say that Kyle's had a really bad day at work, comes home sad. How would you cheer him up?
Well, I take you into my apartment and I put on some music, and I mean, we'd have a few drinks beforehand. You'd be feeling good. And I take you to my apartment and put on some music, and I just kind of, tell you about the music, and I kind of like walk around, and you'd be focused on that, and then I'd just be in the kitchen doing very inconspicuous things. I wouldn't come up to you with an axe or anything like that.
Is there Phil Collins on this playlist by chance?
Phil Collins is on that playlist.
I like
So
that.
is-
I like that playlist. Yeah, that's awesome.
It's a good playlist.
Absolutely, a little.
Let me tell you
little
about
Sissa
Phil
studio.
Collins. Yeah.
Yeah, right. All right, wonderful. Number 2, he's had a bad day. How do you cheer him up?
Well, we could cuddle up in your bed. I could cuddle up in a little ball right next to your feet. Or we could go on a nice long walk. I like the walks. You can put me on the leash. That's not weird at all.
Well, everybody's into something, I guess. All right, Kyle, take your guess.
Psychopath.
Yeah, I'll take that. Serial killer.
Serial
Yeah.
killer. Okay.
Psychopath. That works for me.
No. Dog. Southern dog.
He did have a southern accent, didn't he? Like, where's the accent
My
going?
absolute favorite was.
I love it. Wherever you're watching, I hope you'll give them a round of applause for being good sports and just having a good time. That's what it's all about. So we'll try to do a fun, silly game like that on every little All in the Reflexes. But now it's time for that lyric challenge. So are you ready?
Yes.
All right. So what we're going to do is I've got 18 here. Some have one word, some have multiple words. And if we'll just go around. So you get it. If you get it right, you get the point. Otherwise, you guys got a chance to steal. And we'll just kind of go around and around. So we're looking for most points wins. And feel free, if you want to shout out who you think the winner is going to be. I'm going to write down, we got Logan. We've got James. We've got Kyle. Play along at home. I don't know. Type it in if they get it wrong. Let's see. I did this rather quickly, so hopefully the lyrics aren't so terrible. This is a 3-word fill in the blank. Number 1. Some will win, some will lose. Some were born to
Sing the blues.
You got it. I made this rather easy. All right. Now, second one. Is this real life or is this just fantasy? Very good. All right. 2 words to start off with. Maybe I picked too easy at once. I don't know. 2 words to start off with. Blank blank is not my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one.
Billie Jean.
You got it. All right. So
I thought you missed that
3 in a row. All right. They tried to make me go to blank, but I said no, no, no.
I raised my hand first. I raised both hands.
No,
There's more hands.
3 seconds. 3.
They tried to make me go to school.
No.
Rehab.
Very good,
Oh,
James. Stole the point. All right.
Wait, what is that?
Amy Winehouse.
Oh.
Trying to make me go to rehab, but I said
No. Damn it. Dang it. I should have known that.
Hey, you can. Yeah, all right. So this is a 4-word fill in the blank. All right.
All right.
It's a good thing you stole one, I suppose, right? I don't care too much for money. Money. Next 4 words. Money.
I don't care.
That's an old one, so I'll give you some help on that. And I would sing any sort of clue, except you would turn this off immediately if I tried to sing. So so I don't care too much for money. Money.
Can't buy me love.
You got it. Can't.
Oh!
There it is.
Kyle Hammond, everybody.
Stolen by Kyle. Kyle, it's your turn.
Mad at myself now.
My humps, my lovely. 2 words.
Lady Lumps.
You got it. Very good.
Are you sure Tom doesn't?
Number 7. You can check out any time you like, but you can
Never leave.
Beautiful. We should have done bonus, like if you knew the song title too or something. I don't know. Maybe next time around. James. Sorry. Give me a sister. I can't resist her. Blank blank and rice didn't miss her.
Baby got back.
It's from Baby Got Back. Give me a sister. I can't resist her. 2 words and rice can't miss her or didn't miss her. This is a harder one. I'm sorry.
Gosh,
That's late in the song. It's later on. It's a food.
It's a food. Can you repeat it one more time?
Sure. Comment if you think you know it, right? All right, here we go. Give me a sister, I can't resist her. Blank, blank, and rice didn't miss her. For the steal?
If it's a food, I'm gonna guess it.
All right, go for it.
Black beans.
So close.
Baked beans.
I believe, and you can look this up, I believe it's red beans.
Oh.
Red beans and rice didn't miss her. So no one gets the point from Baby Got Back, so it makes a
Dang
lot.
it.
All right, going, your turn?
I think so, yeah.
Right, you have the big. All right, so this is an older one too. Trying to go old, new. Jeremiah was a blink, was a good friend of mine. Boom, got it, nailed it, easy. All right. Logan, the devil went down to blank. He was looking for a soul to steal.
Now went down to Georgia.
You know it. It is 3, 2, 4. If my handwriting is pretty terrible. So hopefully that'll be done. All right. James, Party Rock is in the blank tonight. Everybody just have a good time.
Party Rock is in the
You know this, James. You're just messing around, right?
building.
Party Rock is in the building tonight.
I can't think. I'm blank. It's
Party
so
Rock is in the,
That house.
I'm gonna sing
Is
it
it
like
house?
yeah, it's house, right?
Party
Party
Rock
Rock is in
building.
the house.
Don't need to change it. We're gonna
That's
do
my absolute favorite new version, though. Every time I
Party
hear
Rock
Party
is in
Rock,
the
I'm gonna say
building.
and think of you. Party Rock is in the building. All right, so for the steal. All right, Kyle.
Damn it, Kyle.
Here's the
Oh,
thing.
yeah, Party Rock is in the house.
It doesn't even. Building.
It's in the house tonight. All right. Here's the thing. We started out friends. It was cool, but it was all.
I know this one. You know this one
Wait,
too.
one more time.
Sure. Here's the thing. We started out friends. It was cool, but it was all one word.
Michael
For the
did
steal,
pretend.
pretend. Very good.
Dang it,
This is.
James Wiley.
No, it's not Taylor Swift. It's
It's-
Kelly Clarkson. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh yeah, since
Here's
you've been
the
gone.
She's
steal.
been gone.
Started out friends.
So
It was cool. It was all
this
pretend.
is a guilty pleasure of mine. You
Since
gotta let-
you've
you gotta
been
let some stuff
gone.
go, right? All right. Logan,
Yes.
I see a blank door and I want it painted black.
See, oh my god, I know this song. Is it White Door?
It is not white.
I know what
For
it
the
is.
steal.
Red?
It is
Dang
red.
it, I knew it was
Catch it up.
back.
3,
I knew
4, 5, and it's to James here to tie it right here.
I knew it.
Don't do it.
All right, we'll have a few more. All right. I try. Sometimes you look at these, and I'm trying to read them without like thinking of the song because I just want to start going. Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet. Very good. I don't know what that. You panicked for a moment. I could see it. That was beautiful.
It's
I
I knew. I just.
wondering after all the. Yeah, all right.
Is it young?
I'm so sorry to give you this one because I think if you know it, it's bad, and if you don't know it, then you're. I don't know. So, okay. You gotta go and get angry at all of my honesty. You know I try, but I don't do too well with.
I know this.
I'm gonna give you a clue. It's the. I looked some songs up on like Billboard Hot 100. This is #1. I don't really know it.
Right now?
Right now.
I know.
I'm gonna say it one more time, and you're gonna fill in the blank, Logan. You gotta go and get angry at all of my honesty. You know I try, but I don't do too well with.
Apologies.
Boom. Bye.
Justin
There's
Bieber.
Justin Bieber. See?
Thank you, Cassidy. I owe that one to
I
my
love
girlfriend.
it. I love it. All right. Whose turn? Or we're going back to Logan, right? All right. I'm so sick of that same old love my body's had. One word. I'm so sick of that same old love my body's had.
Enough?
Enough.
Oh.
Very good. Selena Gomez.
Dang it.
All right. Here we go. So if you get this, I think you just take. You'll take first. He's going to get a chance here. But if you don't get this,
Then he wins.
Kyle's got to steal or Logan's got to steal. All right, and there's a chance if you steal. All right, here we go. New money, suit and tie. I can read you like a. This could be tricky. New money, suit and tie. I can read you like a.
Like a pie.
I can read you like a pie. Pie is incorrect.
You like
For the steal?
I don't know whether it rhymes or not. I'm
like
gonna
a
get
book?
like an alibi.
No and no. Help us out, guys.
Why? Is it that? Is
This,
it
all right, I'm gonna give, it is a Taylor Swift. It's a Taylor Swift song. All right. New money, suit and tie. I can read you like a.
Oh, wait a
From
second.
Blank Space.
Oh, it's from Blank Space.
like a photograph, like a picture.
Like a painting.
I think no one gets the point on this one. It is magazine.
Magazine.
Yeah.
I knew
All right,
it.
very good. For the last one. All right. So if you get this, it's tied. I'm gonna have to come up with a tiebreaker. I need a tiebreaker. All right. So I want your love and I want your revenge. You and me could write a bad. Fill in the blank.
I know
word.
this one.
Logan.
James
Logan.
for the win.
Logan had the hand up first.
Romance!
Oh, romance is correct.
I was gonna say love story, so I wouldn't.
All right, so the score, very close with you guys. Logan at 5, Kyle at 5, James is the winner at 6. All right.
And nobody voted for me.
I voted for you, so I win the
Joe
prize.
wins the prize.
All right, wonderful. Guys, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that a lot. So, we're going to wrap up a little bit in just a moment here. I'm going to wrap up with you guys. So, first, before I got some closing remarks I'm going to try to say, but anything for people watching, of course, thank you for following along, watching this long.
Thank you.
We've been going a while, especially those of you who gave us a second chance and watched the first live stream that didn't work out so well, and for you guys for sticking around a little longer and doing this. I had a lot of fun. But before my closing remarks, any final things you want to say to friends, family, fans, anything else about Terribly Happy, anything out there?
Stay tuned for our new album come out mid-March. Thank you all for watching and supporting us. Support your local scene. Come and watch us and other local bands play.
Keep an eye out.
Rail 2, Pizza Works,
Yeah.
other places, Limelight.
We keep our Facebook page updated as often as we can. Not too annoyingly often. Just we got updates. We're gonna be releasing that song. Just stick with us. We promise it's gonna be a pretty awesome release.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really great year for us and for the music scene in general. A lot of really exciting things are happening. So yeah, everything that they said. Stay tuned for the album, for the release of the single. Any news that we have, we're gonna be doing a tour in summer. So stay tuned for information on that. And just stick along for the ride.
Yeah, and absolutely wonderful. Just a couple of comments on my end. So it's not much, but I've been working on little stuff for like swag bags for the book. That's but one of them I thought would go well in the Terribly Happy House because I intentionally called it "Enter the Rabbit" up here. It's just a fun little magnet. I don't know. It's just, so that's the cover that we've been using. And I'm going to give some of these away for like reading clubs and stuff like that. But if you can see, it's a cool little drawing. It says "Enter the Rabbit" in red. But I appreciate that.
Thank
and just
you.
For you guys' sake watching too, I don't know, and this isn't me trying to shamelessly plug the book. I can do that anytime. But if you guys haven't seen it, so we updated the print version. I know you guys got the print version, but I want to make sure that, I think it's a kind of a cool thing for others to see. But the way that I met them, and this is kind of the shout out, is, the way that we started working together is they put together a song for the book Rabbit in Red called Enter the Rabbit. At the time when I wrote the first edition, I hadn't even heard it. We had just started talking because everything had to go to like editors, months in advance. I got a chance to do an upgrade, so just so you guys know, your names are all in the back. I don't know what that's worth. Hopefully, if it goes like Stephen King style one day. But I wanted to make sure that you know that you're in there, and that shout out to Enter the Rabbit and Terribly Happy. And here's what's really cool. I'll tell you that a couple of students have come up to me as I've started sharing what we're doing tonight, and one said, "Oh, Terribly Happy, I know them from your book. They're in the book, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, they're the main character's favorite band." One of those little tiny twists I did just as a thanks for your work and for everything like there. So as we wrap up here tonight, let me go to I just want to make sure I do a shout out for all of our web pages and things like that. A lot of local talent. I want to make sure you like it, share it with your friends who think you'd like it, comment on things that you see, and let people know you had a good time. So again, Terribly Happy. Facebook page is facebook.com/terriblyhappy. You can find them on the Bandcamp site too, which goes terriblyhappy.bandcamp.com. For me, I threw up my links down there at the bottom. I really want you to, especially if you're in our community, to hit me up with a message if you want to be on the show. You got stuff you want to talk about, promote. I'd love to hear your stories, or just come on and have some silly games too. So I'm airing this the 2nd and the 4th Wednesday of each month. My next guests are 2 awesome ICC students, Dana Traver and Lita Davis. Dana is in our cross-country team, is in music education with dreams of being a music director down the road, so kind of a cool follow-up. She wants to teach it for her life, and her one of her best friends also doing on the cross-country team. So we're going to talk about fitness, running, some crazy things like that. Maybe we'll do a race around the school. I don't know yet. I'm thinking about those things. And she wants to get into social work and do corrections. So we're going to talk about all sorts of cool things in the next episode too. But again, get to the Facebook pages, like those, Terribly Happy. And then mine is just facebook.com/my last name, which I spelled for you on there because it's crazy. But hopefully you'll be interested and you'll like and subscribe. And guys, I'm dropping things. That's the end of the show. Thank you so much for being on here live, and you know, I'm glad to know you, and I can't wait to see how far you guys go. It's going to be awesome.
For sure.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yes,
We'll see
thank
you next
you.
time.
We love you.
Love you.